Huh? Huh? Nita. La Krista!
He just wants to eat your blood.
Hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to this video. So, we got our first look at the live action Lilo and Stitch, or at least in particular we got our first look at Stitch. And the reception so far from what I've seen is that he looks good. People are kind of happy with him. I myself am generally happy. I do think he looks good, or at least like in the little reveal that I saw in particular. There were some shots that did look great, but other shots looked really, really good on him. I was like, yeah, that's Stitch. That looks like Stitch. One of the shots with his mouth open, I thought looked, but I feel like that's because it's the difference between 3D to 2D. While 2D, you can make every frame look perfect. You can make every frame look a very specific way. But if you have a 3D model, it doesn't always look good. Like, I don't look good on every angle. So yeah. I mean, that's a lie. I always look good.
Oh no, he's hot!
But, yeah, I do generally think Stitch looks good. My only problem is, I do think he needs to be just a little bit of a different shade of blue. So let's go into Photoshop and let's test this out, shall we? So, I have this set up right here, of two different little stitches of like two little layers, I guess. Now, warning, I'm not good at this. I barely understand what saturation, what vibrance, what gamma and all that means. I'm not really good at Photoshop kind of stuff. I get extremely lucky with thumbnails. I generally understand how to make thumbnails, but I don't generally understand how to do a lot of things. So let's give this a go. All right, for this video. So I'm selected on one of the layers here. So that's basically. I'm hoping this works. Hopefully I'm not screaming into the microphone too much. That's just right here. So if I just go, let's say vibrance. Which, okay, also, I can barely see. So this is also really stupid of me because I can barely actually see what's happening. Maybe a little saturation or something like that. Boop. Let's go. Exposure. That's the one I was looking for. Been using exposure a little bit lately to get things looking good. Again, I can't actually see what was happening. I did not think this would be that bad. I thought it would be okay, but it's apparently not. No, that's not the right one. Brightness, I guess, yeah. There's some brightness to him. Just a little bit. Did that even go up? Yes, it did. And maybe some contrast. Boop, boop, boop. I have no idea what that looks like. I need to have a look. Yep. That's actually kind of perfect. Yeah, that's the shade of blue I think he should be. Just that little bit more. He needs a little bit more brightness to him, a little bit more vibrancy. That's my only problem with him. I generally don't hate the design on him. He just needs to be a different shade of blue. Just a slightly different shade of blue. To kind of match more the cartoon version. Like, it's so just modern Disney. It's such a modern Disney thing to not add color. Modern Disney do not understand that, like, color exists. It's generally my problem with a lot of modern Disney movies, is they just don't understand color. And they just don't put color into things. They obviously don't go outside and look at grass. Grass is a really vibrant green. I love the color of grass. It is such a beautiful green. But they don't understand that. They're just like, oh, let's try and make it real life. That colors aren't as vibrant as it is on cartoons. And they kind of are sometimes. They kind of are. Have you ever seen just like a neon color? Those are just, boom, vibrant and colorful. So, that's my generally only problem with it. And then, obviously, kind of just waiting until we see the other designs. Because I'm pretty sure that, like, Agent Bubbles is not in the movie. I'm pretty sure they probably stuck with that. I remember seeing that a while ago, that they weren't going to have Bubbles in it, and which is really, really dumb, really, really stupid. It's really, really stupid. But, you know, it happens. In the live-action version, they always change things for the worst. I just went over the Mufasa trailer, so yeah, they always change things for the worst.
Hello, what's your name?
Which at least they got the same voice actor for Stitch. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. I do appreciate that at least. But yeah, it's more or less just waiting for, like, Guntu. I want to know what Guntu looks like in the movie. Like, I don't feel like he would be as difficult as Stitch would be. I feel like Guntu could be, like, a pretty simple kind of design to make it to, like, a live action. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what he looks like, that's for sure. And just how he is, how he acts, and just how lovable he is in his own kind of way.
It is an affront to nature. It must be destroyed.
And then yeah, Pleaky and I don't remember. Like, I wonder how well I guess Pleaky will transfer over to live action. Considering they're very much like they dress in drag. That's their whole thing. They're dressing in a lot, just nothing but women's clothing because they just see it as clothing. And so they don't really think about it too much. So that's just how they dress to try and pretend to be human or whatever. But then they keep on dressing like that because that's what they like. So I really have to wonder how well it's going to translate. I really, really wonder if they're going to have them dress in female clothing or they're just going to avoid that altogether. I wonder if they will address that as female clothing or if they'll just avoid that altogether. I'm excited to find out. I am. But at the same time, am I even going to really watch this movie? Probably not. I don't care. I do not care. Much like the Lion King remake over here. That's not the Lion King remake. How dare I have anything of the remake. But much like the Lion King over here, the remake version brought out a bunch of merch. It did not sell because it was a remake. It's just little lion figures. You couldn't even tell who Simba was, who Mufasa was, and so on and so forth. So they brought out merch of all the old stuff, which is what I bought, and I loved. So that's the only thing I'm looking forward to in this movie, is the merch that they bring out of Stitch. Which then, you know, they'll probably bring out stuff of original Stitch, you know. Yeah, because that's what they do. That's what they do. Not that there's an abundance of, like, no Stitch merch. There's no Stitch merch anywhere. There's always new Stitch merch. I have so much Stitch stuff. I've been on such a binge of Stitch lately, and just I have so many Stitch shirts. That's where my closet is. I have so many Stitch shirts, so much Stitch clothing, so much just nightwear. I'm wearing one at the moment. I just remembered that. So yeah, so it's not like I can't already get a bunch of Stitch merch, but I'm still looking forward to it. I am very curious what the plushies will look like. Very curious what the plushies look like. I have, I guess, an example over here of... Yeah, so I have an Eeyore plushie. You know, it's Eeyore, very basic plushie. Whee! But then this one is... This Eeyore is from the Christopher Robin live-action movie. So he's slightly different, does have way too much of a smile. Eeyore does not smile like that. He doesn't smile.
I don't remember being cheery.
But this plushie is slightly different than the regular Eeyore plushies you always see. Which is why I kind of like this one. I kind of like it that it's different, but it's still very clearly Eeyore. Woo! So I'm curious to see what kind of plushies will come out with Stitch then. That's still Stitch, but slightly different looking. Because, like, Stitch looks so fluffy. He looks so fluffy. So I'm going to assume there's probably going to be a lot of just, like, very fluffy Stitch plushies. Which sounds amazing. Yeah, ultimately, I do think Stitch looks pretty solid. I think he looks pretty good. I don't really have that much complaints. Like, I did see someone did like a little edit where they made him just like a little bit bigger, changed his face shape a little, and honestly, that did look better. That did look better, not gonna lie. But this movie doesn't come out for another year, so I'm hoping they change him up slightly. Just slightly. Just again, add more blue to him. Make him pop, you know? Don't make him blend into the scenery so much, you know? Yeah, he needs to just be just that little bit more vibrant. That's really my only thing I gotta say about it. Yeah, am I ranting to get over the 8-minute mark so I could have ads? Yeah, kinda. But yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below. I really want to know what other people's opinion are on it. What do you guys think about my version, the like added blue to it? Do you think he needs to be just a little bit more blue, or are you okay with like the blue he is? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm generally very interested about it. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do follow me over on Twitter. I got all the links down below. If you like what I do, please go and support me over on PayPal and Coffee. Again, all down below. Really helps me out. Really appreciate it. And also, give this video a like and subscribe to my channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon. And VitoFox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.